Hey guys, it's me, Cameron. It is Monday, so it's going to be another video. And as I said in my last video, I'm going to start posting a video every Monday and Friday. Monday is always going to be geared towards music. Right now I'm calling it Music Review Monday, which is a stupid title. So that will change when more inspiration comes forth. Or if you have a suggestion for the name, put it down in the comments, and I will look through it. And if I like it, I'll use it. So, the first video I'm doing for today, I'm actually going to do 3, is a music review of Pulses. And I know I technically already did it, but I felt bad of the last one because it was crap. And I didn't really review the album at all. I much prefer to do a track-by-track analysis, and I'm going to rate an album. There's no point in just doing the overall thing. So, I'm going to go track-by-track, rate 1 out of 10 for each song, and if I have anything else to say about it, I will say it. So the first thing on Pulses is the Geronimo intro, which, as I said in my last video, I think should be a song. I think it had potential to be a great song if it was used and added to, obviously. But just, I don't know, it was different, and I thought it was kind of fun, and I decided to give it a 7 out of 10, which I think is pretty good since it's not even a song, it's just an intro. So the next song on the album is Pulses, which is the album title, and I give this song an 8 out of 10. It was more of a standout track than the other ones, so I gave it an 8 out of 10. It's a good song. If you're not really interested in listening to the whole album, I would definitely suggest that as one of the songs to listen to. The next song is Acapella, which I gave a 7 out of 10, and again, it's another one of those songs that is kind of like a little standout-ish of this album altogether. And it uses a little different. It's different. It's not something you hear on the radio. It's something you can appreciate if you like the artist or if you just listen to it and like it. The next song is I Want It All, but what I want to say is that at this point, I thought it almost seemed like it drolled between this song and the next song after it. And I give it a 6 out of 10. Besides that, it's not terrible, it's not great, but it's just there. The next song is Night Like This, which I also gave out a 6 out of 10, and as I said before, it just seems like at this point it just rolled on. It wasn't different, it just seemed like it was the same song. The next song is Neon Love, which is another standout track and definitely one of my favorites. As I said in the last video, I think I mentioned that song quite a bit, but it's one of the only slow songs on the album, and it has depth to it. It gives more of an emotional feel from the artist, so I definitely suggest checking that song out. The next song is we kind of go back to that 6 out of 10 role in the album, and that's Drifter, which I think is actually one of the more popular songs of the album. However, just in my own personal opinion, I don't think it was all that great, so just my opinion. The next song is Tidal Wave, which I gave a 9 out of 10. And the reason I gave that a 9 out of 10 is because, you know, it goes back to the slow song, it has more depth to it. Reminds me of Neon Love almost. Maybe an extension or a precursor to Neon Love. You can kind of see some similarities in the song. The next song goes back to 6 out of 10, and it's Gasoline. And this song, again, not bad, not amazing, just kind of take it how it is. And if there were any song I was to change my view on, it'd probably be Gasoline, just because it does try to mix it up a little bit with a little bit of a different sound to it. The next song is Puppet, which I gave a 7 out of 10. Better than the other ones I said are well, but not my favorite. I still think it's kind of boring, but not a bad song. The next song is Hate to Love You, 7 out of 10. I like the song, but kind of like Puppet, it just seems to blend in. The next song is definitely one of my favorites from the album, and it's Try Me On. Gave it a 9 out of 10, and it has one of my favorite quotes in it, which is, my feelings change like the weather, and I think that quote's awesome because is it not true? And then the last song on the album is What's In It For Me, which I give it a 5 out of 10. It's the lowest one on the album, in my opinion. I think it's been there, done that, overdone type of sound. So what does that mean? I did track by track, and overall, you could say that is probably 7 out of 10 overall. And if I added up all the points, and it's out of 130 because there's 13 tracks, 10 points for each song, I gave it a 92 out of 130, which doesn't sound all that great, but you have to consider that most albums are probably around that rating if you were to do it that way. And the reason that is that some parts seem very dull. It's not that the songs are bad in themselves, it's just that the way they were lined up, whoever produced them, whatever, it just seemed like it was the same thing over and over. And, you know, which isn't bad I mean, there were more standout songs, but there's not. I would really only say my favorites are Neon Love, Tidal Wave, and Try Me On. If you're going to listen to the album at all, I suggest listening to those 3 tracks because they are definitely, in my opinion, the best on the album. And I'm going to put a link below for the last video I did on it, just in case if you want to see. I don't know if I put any more insight in that. Also, if you're watching this video, I have done other album reviews. I did a Britney Jean one by Britney Spears, and I did a Shakira one. I think that's it. And I'm going to put those links below, because if you like this and you want to see other reviews by me, I have done those as well. And also, the link to my last video I did kind of has what this channel is going to be about. So, if you want to tune in, hit like, subscribe, and if you can comment, just let me know how you think. What are your opinions? If you disagree or agree, I'm not going to be a jerk about it. If you disagree, let me hear your opinion, because I would like to know what other people are thinking about, or if you feel the same way. So let me know, and I hope you will have a great life and day. Goodbye.